if you're kicking someone out of an apartment, you don't have to name their replacement because now you've given them an enemy.
For no reason.
And now the new guy has like a target on his back for no reason.
And from the sounds of Kylie, he might have a target on his forehead as well. From about 200 meters out.
He married my sister, now we're living together.
We are roommates in Blur, folks. We're back.
Good eve, Tim.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we haven't potted in what is it? A fortnight
It's
at
been
least
7 days exactly.
Except because we do these weekly.
We do it weekly, and you guys are listening to it live as it comes out.
We would never pre-record pods and then put them out due to
No.
schedule conflicts. We wouldn't do that. I mean,
Can't
we
do
just
that.
wouldn't do it. That's me.
Is this both? Yeah, this is coming through. Never mind.
Wait, what the hell?
I thought for a second mine wasn't popping.
Oh no, she's popping. I can tell you that she's popping up nice.
What's popping over in Timmyverse?
Well, I feel like karma finally came back and got my little fat ass because I've been switching around these damn barbers and I got cooked.
I was gonna see if you said something. It's a good haircut.
I got cooked.
The text that you sent, I thought you were gonna walk in with a swastika carved into your head.
Well, that's what I asked for.
Oh, and they didn't do it.
And I'm going, yo, where's the ska?
They said no. We thought you meant just like the style.
No, just this. We thought you wanted to look like a Nazi.
Yeah, and you said no. I want
It's
a performance art piece.
Is this also not a tattoo shop? Because I wanted a big one on my shoulder. No, but I told you. Here's why I'm a little TO'd, Tom.
Okay.
That means ticked
Ticked
off.
I remember one time I said I was ticked off, and my mom got really mad at me.
So, what are you supposed to say as a kid?
Two different times.
What was the alternative she wanted? She's like, no, Tom, you're fucking pissed.
I think I got yelled at for saying pissed though too one time.
Well, that was the riff.
I think I said piss off.
I called my mom a bitch one time.
Whoa! What the hell?
Damn, I was hanging out with my
How
boy.
old?
I was pretty sure I was a junior, senior in high school.
Dude, that's like what black people think white people
Tough.
say to their parents.
It was tough.
And I'm always like, no one actually does.
No one
that.
would ever do that. I was at my
Tim
boy
did.
Neil Chopin's house at a little pool party, and I guess I had gotten into a little bit of trouble at school.
Oh no!
And they got the call. My mom calls me. She's going, "Get home right now." And I'm
Get
going,
your
"Mom,
ass here."
I'm about to get a blowjob where I won't be able to get hard for. Will you chill?"
Is this a continuation from the story from last week?
No. But it was
That would've
we
been
were always
incredible.
we were
I
always
was like, what a
partying
day.
at my boy's house.
Was this also Neil Chopin's
Same place,
house?
yeah. The kid had those parents where they were like,
Damn.
"You can drink here as long as you don't drive."
Yeah. Go
And,
fool around upstairs.
So then I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, "God, you're such a bitch." And when it comes out,
You
you're
knew.
like, "I'm gonna pay dearly for that
Uh-oh.
one." And then so I hung up on her. I played that one smooth. Called her a bitch, hung up the phone, and then I see Dad's cell coming through, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh God.
you ever been my dad's a large man.
Yeah, my dad is not.
You ever been lifted up onto a wall by your father when you got home?
No.
Tough. Really tough. He's got bear claws on his arms. He's the biggest man I've ever met in my life.
God.
And I was the whole time I was pretty much just a limp body because I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This was dumb. Mom's the best.
Sorry.
Sorry about
Dan.
that. Sorry, I was trying to be cool for no one that was around me. I think I just lost my tea. I think I got really ticked off and called my mom a B.
Ticked off. I mean, yeah, you can't hit the B button on your mother.
Did it once, never did it again.
That's good.
You
I don't
just gotta
think I
get
ever
absolutely
have.
manhandled
A few of
by
my
your father.
sisters have though, and I won't say which ones.
I feel like that's different.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like when
It is
women
100%
call their mom a bitch, it's like they're in their own world.
Yeah, it still wasn't like out of like she's a boss bitch.
Yeah, no.
I think
It wasn't that.
Yeah.
It was, but I feel like, a dad or the brothers, when that starts happening, they're like, I'm just going to leave this one alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back out of here.
Yeah.
We're going to hit the hot tub.
That was
They'll
always
figure
me.
it out.
I mean, anytime I'm just trying to get to the bathroom. I'm gonna scoot by you
Can I
guys.
just scoot? Oop, sorry about that.
Sorry, Mom.
Anyway, I'm getting absolutely body bagged at the barber
Oh yeah.
because my boy was gone.
So then you went to another new guy.
Well, I
So
went.
This is what 12 and a
No,
year?
here's where the karma came
went
into
back.
play. I went back.
Oh my God.
I went back to a guy that he goes, dude, where you been? I was like, brother, where have you been?
Brother, I've been 6 feet down with one of your best friends.
I've been right over there, a guy you've been working with for 12 years.
Yeah.
And but here's my big P, Tom. Here's my big problem I had with this situation.
Okay.
This is where I get confused with barbers because I told him exactly what I wanted.
Which was?
You take a number 2 on the sides, you bring it up, you fade it in. I want a half a inch off the top, no texturing scissors, just use the regular scissors.
You say all of that?
Yes, it's very clear. And then I showed him a
You say
photo.
no texturing scissors?
Yeah.
That's like someone saying like, "Hey, no riffing up there." Like,
No, I'm like, I don't want you to get cute.
do the.
You're
do
doing
the
no
set.
crowd where this is a material only
Wow,
situation.
I didn't realize you were this much of a diva of
I get
headliner
real-
in the barber
I get
shop.
really particular about the do. And then I'm going, here's the last haircut I got. This is exactly what I want. And he said, totally. And then he butchered my fat ass.
He did a number 2 on the whole thing.
He took a number 2 right in my lap, Tom. What the hell? And he
It's a good-looking haircut.
No, he turns-
You're out of your mind.
No, but I had the long thing going. That's what Lizzie was
I know, but
loving.
now it's fun because you have a couple months to grow it out.
I guess, but then the sides go all gray and crazy.
It makes you look lighter.
Hmm?
Did you lose a couple lbs or is this the hair?
Brother, I'm going to take that one. Yeah, I lost lbs. So light and nimble right now. Actually, my back has really been hurting me.
Quick when my back isn't fucked.
I've been a real old man recently.
It's really sucks.
But anywho, he turns my little fat tits around, and this is like the classic haircut story.
What'd you say?
Well, you can't. It's done. He can't put the hair back
That's
on.
so good.
He turns around. I was like, "Wait, what's Jeff's joke?" He goes, "What's the name?
You've done it again.
Is it like Ernesto?
Yeah, something like that.
You've done it again, or
bleeding from his head.
But that's how I felt. And he was
Sergio,
like,
maybe?
"Yeah, that's what I kind of want. How you feeling about that one?" I was like, "Man, Noah, I don't know why I ever left you in the first place.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Thank you, Noah.
You're like,
God,
I didn't know this is what I wanted, but it was.
it was. And here's another situation. This guy was tossing me in. What are you doing in one of these? Because I think I played it wrong. If you can believe it. He's giving me the hair. He gave me the haircut, and he's really telling me about issues he's having with his girlfriend.
Like some real issues?
Some real ones.
Okay.
And I'm kind of going like, yeah, man, she sounds terrible. And
Sounds
he's
like a
like, he was
bitch.
kind of like, it's my girlfriend.
That's so funny. He's like, yeah, she cheated on me brutally, threatened to kill me. You're like, man, she sounds rough. He's like, hey, what the fuck?
Hey, whoa, man, that's the love of my life.
Wait, can we play this out?
I'm like, what? All right. Well, I guess,
what kind of stuff was he tossing?
well, he's going, I'm trying to go
You're
back
him,
to
I'm you.
He's like, she's just, I'm trying to, well, he's asking me what you've been up to.
Yeah.
I give him the little dippity dopteroo. And I'm like, so how you been? What you got going on? And he's like, well, I'm trying to take a trip back home, back to Wisconsin, and like see some family for a little bit, but my girlfriend can't go because she doesn't have any money.
Oh man, yeah. So you just have to you have to pay for everything then.
And he's like, well, no, it's not that. It's just like,
But she doesn't have a job, right?
well, he's like, she works 2 days a week.
Yeah, there's 5 days she's not doing anything. That sounds kind of rough, man.
So I don't know what to say because she's making a big deal about having no money, but then she also doesn't work.
What's like the boob situation though?
Kind of stacked.
Okay, yeah. So I see that.
Stacked.
I see that now.
Yeah. You dive
Hey,
in.
will you hold your head still, please?
And you're going, yeah, you have how much? You have $4 to your name? Sure. Look at the hams on this hose hound. I don't give a
Yeah,
hoot.
you can work 2 days. What does she do that she works 2 days a week?
It's like a restaurant job, but I'm in my head, and what I told him, I was like, well, here's the thing. You can't have both. You can't complain about having no money and then not work.
Right.
You can have one or the other.
Yeah. Although I did spend a lot of the last 3 years doing that. I was like, I'd like to revisit the entire year and a half I lived in LA. Man,
You were there
keep
for
running
8
out
seconds,
of money.
What's going on here?
I'm not working at all.
Well, let's see.
either.
My job hasn't paid me in 2.5 years.
And you're really smart.
You're really smart. That's 22 miles.
Oh God.
Right? But I don't know. So I kind of chimed in, and then he seemed like he was getting a little sheepish about me ragging on his girlfriend. So I was like, yeah. Just go back to butchering my hair.
Yeah. Maybe
I kind of
that's
felt
why
like it
he
was,
did.
yeah, I kind of felt like it was
Oh.
that.
He didn't butcher it though. If that was
Butch.
like a revenge haircut, it'd be the nicest revenge haircut of all time.
It took me to the fucking, what's it called? The meat grinder and butchered
Yeah,
my fat
butcher
ass.
shop,
Butcher
yeah.
shop.
I got a cut today.
Love it.
I'm feeling okay about it, but I really enjoy the experience at this
Well,
salon.
you were shocked at what I tell these people. What are you telling these people?
I go same style, just maybe half an inch off all around. Because I'm going like now I'm more regular. I'm going like every 2 months.
And,
So-
and the haircut's fine?
But I'm going to the same lady, Evelyn. She's got it. She's a
Right.
lesbian. I go,
No.
give me what you have.
I have been bouncing around quite a bit.
Yeah. So I've been about a year now with this same lady, and she rules. And she has, you know what? Like she's like gotten into comedy since she started cutting my hair.
Love it.
And she goes, I don't listen to I don't watch any men. Sorry. I was like, it's okay. But it was kind of like, she was kind of saying like, hey, I'm not into it because of you.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not like, I don't
my
like
own
the,
thing.
I don't like the masculine energy. I'm into like Fortune Feemster.
Yeah. But it's kind of fun because now we have like a little friendship.
You got the common ground.
Well, because it took 4 times. The 4th time we came back, she goes, how long's it been since you got your hair cut? And I go, oh, this is about a month and a half. And she goes, nice. And who cut it? And I was like, it's you.
It's you did.
Come on, Evelyn. We had a really good conversation last
You
time.
did it.
Tell me all about your little brother. We're the same age. You
Am I
feel
that
like...
forgettable?
Yes, apparently I am.
You know, they're seeing a lot of people.
I know.
You got to give them credit. And they're at work. They're not hanging.
I know, but that's why I started throwing in some more fun stories about doing comedy and stuff. I'm like, I got to stick out.
I would much rather not say a word.
Yeah, I mean, but I just like having a little rapport where I want to trust you.
Sure.
And I want you to, like, care about who I am a little bit so that you do a good job.
Oh, yeah, maybe because she's like, wow, he's got to get on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't just some asshole.
Yeah, I'm telling her fun updates and stuff, and
This
she's
is-
like, "Oh yeah, well, like now I'm taking pride in it.
This is
That's my
stage
hair
man.
out there."
Yeah. This is a walking billboard for Evelyn.
Yeah.
Are you going to a place, or is
Evelyn's
this
rich.
like does Evelyn have her own little spot?
Oh, I was like, yeah, no, she's coming here.
That'd be awesome.
You
Getting your
come in to
haircut
record
in
the
your
pod
mobile
and-
sauna.
Exactly. Steam is just blasting in there.
Hey, Tim, take a seat. Evelyn's going to wrap it up here in a minute. I'm like, the energy in here sucks now.
You can wait in there. You need any snacks? Ask Tucker upstairs.
Tucker's like, fuck off. Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, she's on the Upper East.
Oh, damn, you got to hit the travel button.
Well, she was right next to the girlfriend's place, and then the girlfriend moved. But now I'm just going.
You're
back
locked
there.
in, yeah.
But there's a good coffee shop up. I like that's right there.
Well, I mean,
so
you stay there a
go.
fair amount, so you just pop over.
But the girlfriend moved.
Still on the
Still
UE.
in Hattie. No, she's like down in like Gramercy area now.
Oh, damn. See, now you got your work cut out for
I'm
you.
going
Get it?
way up.
Come on, man. Your work cut out for you? It's
Oh,
kind of a haircut riff there. That's what I was going for, folks. I get no support on this pod
I
anymore.
thought it was off Gramercy, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not. I got nothing there. It's like, man, I really can't. God, I walked.
You'd think
around
we'd be
Gramercy
more on
Park
since
last
we
night.
podcasted literally last week.
I know, it's crazy.
7 days ago.
Oh man, I heard the opening to our pod last week as I was editing it, and I really went hard on Pope Leo, and no news has come out about him.
Yeah, you were making it sound like this is going to be the next big thing.
I thought he was going to be resigned by now.
Well, I mean, meanwhile, Trump accepted a $400 million bribe from apparently a terrorist
The
organization.
jet, you
I
tell
don't
me
know.
you're turning down that jet.
Well, no, I wouldn't, but I'm not the president.
It's
He's
one of the more insane things.
he's supposed to have more integrity than Tim
Also,
Smith.
like, I know this isn't an original take. I know everyone in the world is saying it.
Lay it on me.
But if Barack Obama accepted a $400 million jet from the fucking, who is it? Qatar?
He'd be shot
Qatar,
dead in
the
the
Qatari
streets.
royal family, he would be obliterated.
Yeah,
and then now, like,
He wore a tan suit and got more heat.
yeah.
He wore a tan suit and people lost their goddamn minds.
God, I
Yeah.
hate this guy.
I've had to stop getting on. I know we've talked about it, but I've had to stop waking up and looking at my phone. I'm having my phone charge in the living room now when I sleep.
What are you using for an alarm clock?
Lizzie.
Lizzie's phone? And then I look at that for a while.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is. I got rid of my watch a long time ago.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Yeah, no, my cell phone pretty much does the same thing.
That's pretty much exactly what I'm doing.
God, that's so funny.
But I am sleeping. I will say there's something about my brain knowing my phone is around. You know, in the middle of the night when you wake up and you do the little. My
100%.
My brain says, check your phone.
Me too. Something big came
I
in.
bet there's a notification.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, look, it's Airbnb. They said, do you want to continue looking at rentals in Green Bay, Wisconsin?
Damn, Floyd's barber from Chicago hit you up, and they said 30% off.
Floyd's 99 is
Yeah,
hitting you up?
they hit me up today. Like, this is fucking bullshit, Floyd's. You know I'm waiting on bigger things than this.
They sent you an email. They're like, rough cut?
Yeah. They kind of knew. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you know our phones are listening to us.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, Floyd's is even tapped into my phone?
Tim Floyd's.
Is this how widespread it is?
They're getting individual notifications. They're like, Timmy's down bad. Hit him.
He hit a couple of keywords.
Yeah.
Brutal cut. He sent it to the chat.
Oh, God.
God, right when I got out of there, I was like, boy, the chat's going to hear about this.
Oh, man. Well, I got to share some stories from last week. Had a pretty eventful week last week. I went to a concert on Tuesday, Lake Street Dive. Nothing eventful there, just a fun time.
Okay.
Next day, fly to Minnesota to go to the Timberwolves playoff game against the Warriors. Clincher, and we beat the Warriors in 5 games.
Huge.
Flew there with Jeffrey Asmus, our good friend. Funniest thing I saw at the game, I'd never been to a playoff, like a home playoff game before.
How was the NRG
so
in there?
So fun.
Electric.
Just everyone's just yelling the whole time.
Love it.
It's one of those things. It's like I really have only seen that. I've been to regular season games. You don't see anything like that. The only place you see this kind of energy is like college football. Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
Where where like you're in the staircases and then chants are getting going.
And you're like, well, you're out there getting your little food.
Exactly.
And you're going, I mean
chants like in the concourse before the game and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like walking in like, Wolves in 5. Whoa, like
Love it.
Fuck you, Draymond, all this shit.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
Yes.
The funniest thing I've seen in a long time is at some point during like the second quarter, these EMTs are running up our section.
Okay.
And there's a little commotion up behind us. I can't see what's going on, but clearly someone went down.
Sure.
These EMTs are running up. There's 3 of them. And there's one guy in the back. And he's probably 25. And he's running up the stairs. And he makes eye contact with the guys in the row behind us. And he goes, yo, fellas. Like they're his old
these
friends.
are his boys?
Yeah.
Yes.
But like,
yes.
Like completely stops and daps them all up, like gives them big hugs and stuff. And Jeff Asmus with a great line. He just goes, "Well, I hope it's not dire," because like he had no idea what the situation was yet.
Yeah, they're gonna get to the ER and be like, "Oh man, if we'd have gotten here 8 seconds earlier, we could have saved him."
And he just fully got derailed by his boys.
If he didn't stop and dap up the boys.
Yo, fellas,
shit.
That's what he hit him with.
It almost feels like he's not even like a real EMT.
No,
he just he just popped those clothes on to get into the game.
He was he was actually just trying to get up to those seats.
The king just rips it off, jumps in. He has his
Got a
Timberwolves jersey on.
It was so
Wait,
funny.
so they didn't bring anybody down? It was just somebody passed out
then I could see what was going on, and it was like a lady who she fell down, but I think she was fine. They didn't bring her out. I know.
How did they even get in touch with the EMTs at that point?
I bet an usher saw.
They're just like,
something,
hey, we got an old
and
lady here.
Yeah.
She scraped her knee. Let's get our least qualified guy on the way up.
Yo, do we have anyone with the homies in the section?
Anybody with some home can bring up a couple of Band-Aids? We got a pretty scraped up knee here.
Yo, fellas.
Well, wait, what did the score end up being? I didn't see it.
We won by, I don't know.
Handedly?
Yeah, well, yeah, and then they kind of made a little run at the end, but we won by like 11 or something.
Oh, that's not nothing.
I know. It was like 17, and then they like pulled it to 9, but there was like under a minute left.
Right.
But it was kind of like, hey, whoa.
So as a Timby fan, as you are,
yeah,
it says the shirt and jacket.
Both of them. Well, we got a game. We're tipping off in exactly 60 minutes.
Oh, then you got plenty of time.
I got to get to Manhattan.
Well, you don't have that much time.
No, it's going to be on
this might be a 32-minute pod. How does it feel? Like, how do you feel that you beat them without
Steph?
Curry?
Yeah, it's
how
like,
you feel?
obviously, you wish he was in there.
Right.
It's a tough thing because you're like, I mean,
win's a win.
I don't like feel bad.
I know, but does it feel like as fulfilling as maybe you wished?
No, of course not.
Sure, yeah.
Because it sucks because everyone's just like, especially I said we were gonna beat him in 5 games, and then it said like my call was right, but it doesn't feel like
Doesn't
it was
feel
right.
as good.
Yeah,
Well, wait, when did Steph go down? In the series or prior?
in the series they beat us game 1,
Oh.
and then he went down in game 2.
But you know what? That's all part of the game.
Wait, no, did he go down in game 1?
Well-
Yeah, he went down in game 1, but he put up 13 points in about 8 minutes, and then went down, and they beat us in game 1.
Well, if you're in the 4x100 and your last leg, pulls an Achilles and you lose.
You just lose.
You just
gotta,
still
you gotta be
lose.
a deep team.
You
know?
gotta be able to do it. I'm sorry, Warrior fans, you didn't have the bench to beat the Wolves.
I actually really like Jimmy Butler. Like pretty much said like, yeah, it's because we didn't have Steph, and then Draymond was like, you gotta just win with whoever you have. I was shocked that it went down like that.
Draymond never has a good. I thought you were gonna be like, and then Draymond punched a reporter in the face.
No, Draymond was like surprisingly. He's like, they beat us
Well, he's
after being a real bitch the whole series.
Well, that's kind of his role.
I hate this guy.
That's his role.
I hate him so deeply.
That's his whole thing.
Yeah, I know.
Who else is a Draymond?
But I
Whoa,
will
we're getting a
say-
lot of sports talk in here. Sorry, folks. I
Yeah,
don't know if
sorry.
people are into sports.
Quick reminder that you got. Well, speaking
You
of
got-
sports talk, can I just say this?
Oh, sure.
Played my father 1-on-1 last week.
I mean, I saw him absolutely puts a dime on you.
Oh, he'll pull up right off the check. That's his favorite. That's the only points he scores.
It's not bad.
No, it's such a little backyard basketball move.
Oh, you're going. That's one where you go. All right,
right.
okay,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
It's-
that counts. But come on.
It's like try to make one move, you know. Well, it's so funny
Well,
because
but go ahead.
historically growing up, like my dad and my brother had some one-on-one basketball games that I remember.
Almost
being
tore the family apart.
heated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my brother, it was probably when he was like 17, had just gone through puberty. My dad's like, what? He would have been like late 30s.
Oh wow, that's me.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if your son was 17 and trying to like post you up right now.
Oh,
You'd
it'd
be
be-
going hard.
Bows to the face. I would be fouling so hard.
Just.
I mean,
in
I
the
played my
knee.
uncle one time when I was in 8th grade, and he kneed me, so he tore my hamstring.
Jesus Christ.
He kneed me so hard.
Kneed you and tore your hamstring?
Yeah. I'm blowing by him.
Okay.
I don't know if he's listening to the pod, but Uncle Tom, I was absolutely blowing by you because you cannot stop the
Just
quick.
quit. I mean, it's quick.
I was
first step.
crazy. I was crazy off the first step. You know this, Tom. So I'm coming off, and he just straight up yams me right as this one's coming through.
Oh,
I mean, my leg was swollen.
tore
up
your
s-
quad.
That's what I'm sorry. Yeah, quad.
I was like, I'm not picturing. You need you.
I know.
From
I was
behind?
like, this is not a hard thing
It's
here,
like,
Tom.
that's a really dirty play.
I know. My bad. I forgot you were pre-med. You know where all this stuff
you just
is.
gotta. If there's one thing I want this pod to be anatomically correct. So when you say you hurt your back, just be more specific.
I'm like,
okay?
yeah, he absolutely kneed me and tore my tricep right in half. But he need the
Dude,
fucking
what
shit out
the
of me,
heck?
and I used to be like, why
You get
are
it.
you doing
You
this
get it.
to a child?
Yeah.
But now that I'm looking back, I'm like, there's no chance I'm letting an 8th grader
Oh
beat
my
me.
God, he was refusing to acknowledge his own mortality,
And I don't even blame him.
Yeah, I would be right there. But yeah, so me and my dad, we didn't play a ton, and I went through such a late puberty, and I was a bad basketball player until I went to college.
Mm-hmm.
And then we played a few times in my 20s.
Well, you weren't that bad. I mean, you got a full ride.
Right, but bad for our family. Our family is just such an
Right.
elite
Okay.
athlete
I just wanted to clear
kind
that
of
up.
family. Yeah. One of the rare student government basketball
Crossovers.
scholarships.
You're going, yeah, I'll take the scholarship as long as I can do student government.
As long as I can be treasurer junior year.
It's like when Dion was like, as long as I can play baseball
Yeah.
and football, you're like, as long as I can be junior year treasurer.
And then if we can sweeten the deal with a little time for a cappella, that'd be even better.
Yeah, he's kind of a triple threat. He does acapella, treasury, and
corner threes. He's got a decent pump fake.
okay, so you're playing Dr. Nick.
So then it was funny because then we're shooting around in the backyard, just me and Jeff. My dad gets home and he's like, do you want to play? Like we played pig first or whatever, and then he's like, 1-on-1, let's go. I'm like, I don't want to play you 1-on-1. Because now it's like he's 66.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin our day.
Yeah, and I'm playing basketball at decent. I'm like, I'm not gonna.
It's also a lose-lose scenario
Yeah.
for you.
Because I'm also now I'm tall. We used to be the same height.
Yeah.
Now I'm 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
He's 5'3", whatever he is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to do this. And then we play, and And it's funny, like, first couple possessions, I'm, like, doing a couple kind of crazy moves, little fadeaways and stuff.
Having a little fun.
Yeah, having a little fun. I go up 2-1. He ties it 2-2. He goes up 3-2. And all of a sudden, I'm 16 years old, and I go, fuck you, Dad.
Fuck this shit.
I start going so hard.
I saw you yam one almost out of bounds.
Well, I started pretty much. I was like, "You're not getting a shot up." He's starting to do this shit of like, you know, the little guy shit. Where like, I mean, I've done
the
this,
little scooper
where you accidentally pick up the dribble and then you have to do like a crazy hook. Well, because my dad, he loves a hook shot, as his generation does.
I mean, he's got to get space,
and he's got a nasty hook shot.
Of course.
But me and my brother know it so well, so I know the timing of it. So then you just know how to block it. And if I will say, it felt really good to beat him and to get a couple real swats in there. I fouled the shit out of him one time, and I was a little worried for a second.
That's gonna happen.
I was like, right before we go to this playoff Timberwolves game, I blow my dad's knee out.
Well, it's also when you I have no experience in beating my dad in sports because it never happened one time, but
just do it when he's old enough.
I still don't think I could.
How old's your dad?
75.
You could beat him.
It's too strong. He's one of these weird guys that like he could just still beat the shit out of me. 100%. He could if he got his mitts on me, it's over.
Yeah.
He's just one of those weirdos.
But that's it, yeah.
It's like when my grandfather was literally in it. My grandfather was like 6'6", like played football for Ole Miss and LSU.
And he lived to 90?
No. He croaked a little early. I don't know, maybe like late 70s.
Oh, different grandpa.
Different grandpa.
Oh, okay.
But he was in his like deathbed, and I went to shake his hand. You know, like good luck on the other side, Grandpa. Yeah. And he absolutely just crushed my hand so badly, and I was like, oh, he was about to die. And I left the room, and he told my dad, he's like, you got to work on Tim's handshake.
No,
because no one's gonna respect him.
No. Your dad told you that?
Yeah. This is how these...
First off, Dan, why did you tell him that?
Come on, man. That didn't stay with me forever.
Secondly, why aren't you talking about this on stage?
Oh, is that something?
I mean, that is so diabolical.
It's not nothing.
To leave Earth with that.
I know. That's how we clocked out.
He was trying to take you
He closed
by
on
the way.
that. Yeah. He closed on Tim, you're kind of a pussy.
He goes, oh, my God. I thought I was dying.
Well,
I think Tim's got terminal illness.
Well, I went in going like, you know, this is a frail old man.
Right.
I'm giving him the dead
You
fish.
went in with a like a little princess hand.
Sorry, Grandpa. And he just crushed it. I'm telling you, so these guys, that's how my dad is. He's just one of these big, strong, weird guys. He'll kill me forever. I can't do it.
Damn.
I know, it's a tough
You
look.
should fight him like, I don't know, maybe like on the deathbed or something.
I 100% think I will never be able to beat up my dad. And it
You've seen Hot Rod, right?
Yeah.
It is kind of the whole premise is he wants to save his stepdad's life so he can beat the shit out of him.
Yes.
I really
It'll
understand
never
that.
happen. And it is frustrating because you're supposed to, like, you're having this experience now.
Yeah.
You've grown past.
I know, but it's not fun anymore.
Well, but you still get some sort of, you're going to sit
Also,
here
my dad is going to hate that I'm talking about this. Dad, I love
here
you, and I'm sorry
with
I
a straight
put the beat
face
down
and
on
tell me when you absolutely beat a couple of those out of bounds,
no,
you weren't going.
Of course it felt amazing.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That felt pretty good.
Yeah. It was so good. Now I got to beat my brother. Nick, you're next.
You're next, dude.
Nick Jr.
You wait until you're 74 years old.
Yeah,
Tom's coming for your ass. Tom, you're going to start taking stem cells now.
Oh, God.
Wait till he's 113.
I will. My dad really does. He does have a J though. It is kind of frustrating.
I mean,
he shoots in that backyard every day, so he's got the angles clocked.
Wait, you know what else he had, which I noticed? He kind of had a little bit of a fit going.
Oh yeah, he's wearing all neon all the time.
The kid was matching from head to toe.
Because he went on a jog. If he's running around the neighborhood, he's wearing all neon. He's just trying not to get hit by a car.
I mean, it works. I think a plane would be able to see him.
It's so funny. He just got back from I think deer hunting maybe.
I mean, he's got
it's so orange.
I mean, he looks like a goddamn traffic cone over here. He's got the socks matching the shirt, matching the hat. Nick, what is that fit,
man.
Dude?
It's all orange. Show that to the camera.
I
did not remember it being that orange.
I was watching this laughing. I was like, hey, what is Nick wearing right now? What is going on?
My dad's always putting on a little running fit. God. Anyway, so we
king.
did that. Did
Shout
the
out to
Timberwolves
Nick.
game. It was so much fun. Went to Austin the next day. Did some shows with Nikki. Brought up Guy Fieri on stage.
He's doing time?
He was just there. He was like there to say hi, but then he introduced Nikki.
Wait. So
sometimes if
Guy
there's, like, a local
Fieri
celebrity-
is there to say hi.
Yeah, I think he
What
like.
does that look like?
He might have some like ownership in the theater or something. I'm not sure.
Man, you really
Or
forget
they're
Guy
just
Fieri
friends.
kind of has it like that.
Yeah, he also, you know what was fun is so I had to introduce him, and
What were his credits?
and I
I
said,
guess drivers, dine-ins, and dives. Did I complete one word?
drivers.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
You said drivers, dine-ins, and dives. You did hit dives.
Dives. I hit dives. I'm dismounted on that
Wait,
one.
what is it?
Diners, drive-ins,
and
and
dives.
Dives. Yeah.
Yes, I didn't say that. I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest to bring up your headliner tonight. You know him as the mayor of Flavortown.
Not bad.
Austin, go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But here's the one thing. I go, hey, is it cool if I bring you up as like mayor of Flavortown? He goes, yeah. And it's Fieri. And I was like, whoa.
Love that.
You know everyone's going to think I'm a douche for saying that, though, right?
Yeah. Did you say that?
No.
Oh, damn.
No,
Yeah,
he was like, he had a real rock star vibe to him.
I mean, he's a rock star.
I was like really intimidated.
it's Guy Fieri.
Yeah, Fieri.
Fieri.
So then I really hit it up.
It's
like,
the guy that
Guy Fieri. I felt insane.
You just throw a bunch of mozzarella out there. It's a guy that Fieri.
That was.
And then he comes out and does what?
He had a couple lines about Austin, and then
Bombing?
No, I don't know.
Fieri's bombing?
And then he just did like a fun intro that he wrote that he was like doing in kind of a crazy voice.
So was he in Austin for something?
He lives there.
I'm very confused by this.
The man lives in Austin.
Well, I know that, but I don't know why he's like, oh, nice. I guess I'll go.
He's probably a
bomb."
fan of her.
He's bombing?
But no, he didn't bomb. He just he threw out like a couple riffs that just didn't really.
Hit.
Yeah, they didn't pop.
Right.
He didn't bomb.
I mean, I don't know. He wasn't
Dude,
cooking.
Don't come at like my best friend like that. Cooking was really good. I'm
Come on, that's
sorry.
not bad.
I'm sorry. I've steamrolled that. God damn it. No, he was not cooking.
Damn. All right.
But yeah, it was cool.
How much time did he do?
45 seconds.
Damn. Didn't Fieri, you don't even have a tight 45?
I was lighting him from the side too.
Get off.
Someone pull him off.
Fieri. Get off.
And then flew to Boston, did goofs all weekend, and it was a fun time.
Goofs. How was the
Good
goofs
old
edge?
time. That was just great. That new room is awesome.
It's fun.
There's certain things. Oh, I had a tough look that I wanted to tell you.
Yes.
Not a 0, I don't think. I'll let you be the judge of it. But
Yes.
a lot of comics coming to hang this weekend at the shows, which is fine, but I didn't love a lot of tough performances, honestly. From
Performances off stage?
strictly off stage.
Those are the worst
The
ones.
comics on the show did a great
I was
job.
going to say, bomb on stage. Don't bomb.
Oh my
off
God,
stage.
Janet, what's her name?
McNamara.
Janet McNamara, an absolute joy to watch.
Love her.
She did the shows, very fun.
Love Janet.
Yeah, then just a couple like brand new comics who didn't know how to behave.
Mhm.
I mean, at one point I told the guy, I was like, I just have to write down this set list real quick. Like I'm up next. And he
Oh,
was like,
Chatty Cathy.
and he was like, oh yeah, dude, sorry, I don't wanna mess you up. Ignore me. But then kept talking.
But then kept talking, yeah.
He's like, ignore me. And so I'm like, so now you actually want me to I have to actively ignore you.
I have to turn my back to you now.
Yeah.
This is what you're asking me to do? I got to be a fucking asshole to you right now?
And then he's just telling me about why he started doing comedy
Mm-hmm.
2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't care.
You know what? I can't even. Sometimes I get mad at these people. Other times I have empathy
Yeah.
because I had been doing comedy for 4 months, and I sent an email to Nate Bargatze's manager.
I did the same thing to Mark Norman. Not his manager, though. Direct shot. Found his email. Sent him a clip from the first time I ever did stand-up.
I think I remember this story.
I sent you the clip once, and then I made the link unavailable because I didn't want you to have that. Yeah, it was a really it makes my skin crawl thinking
Well, here's
about it.
the beautiful thing about that guy's interaction is in 10 years, if he continues to do stand-up, he's going to go, wait till you hear this.
Well, and that was actually completely harmless compared to what we did.
Yeah, I was
we had,
like
written evidence.
yo, my God. I mean, I straight up sent her an email. I was like, hey, like, I know, like, I'm a Southern guy, too, so... It was like the dumbest shit.
Nate, can you believe it?
I didn't even
We
send
found another Southern guy.
We found a guy from the South. I didn't even send a clip. I thought she was going to, like, take me on my word.
Just like on vibes alone.
And I was like, kind of crushing at the open mic I do once a week. So I don't know if you're trying to take on new clients or... Now that is embarrassing,
Oh
folks.
man, but it's kind of cute.
It is kind of
This
cute.
is the tough look though, because it's worse. It's worse. This is a comic who, he was hanging, and then he's like, I'm like, how long you been doing it? And it's like one of those things. It's like technically since 2015, but a little off and on. I kind of did TikTok for a little while, and I'm like, okay, I don't like any of that.
Technically, since
And yeah, it's
I
like,
was thinking it was going to be technically since 2023.
no, it was like
Technically, I've been doing it for a decade.
Yeah, technically I've ruined the last decade of my life and I have nothing to show for it. But then we were he had a couple good he actually watched the set. That's what all the other open micers they all were like there and they like said hi and they wanted to talk and I'm like, all of you were hanging in the bar the whole time.
Yeah, you're not
Kind
even
of a weird move.
You're not even come watch me.
Like pretend for a second.
Go in, find one joke,
One joke.
come back out,
Exactly.
and
That's
then
all
go,
you have to
man,
do.
I love that joke about your family.
I like that one line.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. That's what I mean. But this person actually did that.
Okay.
Had a couple things, and then was like, said something about a new joke that I was doing, and I was like, yeah, I know. Like, that one didn't work. And then, like, that choking thing didn't work because I kind of, like, shot it in the foot earlier because I mentioned the other thing about choking. And then he goes... Yeah, honestly, like everyone has a choking bit, so I just tuned out during that. And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "No, yeah, like I just like heard like a lot of those."
I just have one of those brains, like when somebody starts doing really hacky shit, I just
Dude.
kind of like tune out.
It was
So I didn't even hear it.
funny because I was so caught off guard. I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Right.
And then I was like, I was trying to like immediately. I was like, "Okay, don't be a bitch."
Right.
But
Or laugh.
Also, like, I really hate this feeling right now. I'm
You're-
angry.
I want to say something horrible to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Don't make me hit the Tom Petty button, because I will.
So how
Don't
did
do
you?
me like that.
How'd you get at it? Did you just you went back to the Notebook?
I think I didn't hide it very well. That I was upset with that comment, and then he kind of just saw himself out.
Not bad. Not mad at that.
Not bad. Oh my bad. Not bad from him. It was a tough look though.
Yeah.
Kind of on all parts.
You're not allowed to tell the headliner the shit he's doing is hacky as hell.
Yeah, it's just wild.
Hey,
I
man.
also I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, have you heard that take on choking though? And then that's when he was like, no, I really like didn't listen to it. It's like, okay. Well, you haven't been helpful, but you have been devastating.
Hey man, I don't know if you heard me before, but I didn't listen to any of that hacky shit you were doing. Any hooser, where you at next week?
I liked the local Boston references, and that's it, bitch.
God, it is always fun because like you learn how to behave as you go through the thing.
Yeah.
And you would hope that he's gonna see that bomb and readjust, but a lot of people do not.
I think he was like, I gave Tommy a really good note.
He's like, he probably because I think some people do the thing where they're like, I'm not gonna be the one that tries to suck this
That's
guy's
exactly
dick.
what the energy was. Is
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be
going to
the
suck
one
up
that,
to him.
I'm gonna be the one that kind of knows, and I'm gonna tell him what's up.
Everyone else is asking him about New York and these shows and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm going to say, I hated your shit.
No, I think you're bad at this.
So what do you say? Can I do 6 on the late one?
Comedians are some of the dumbest
We
people.
suck, dude.
Like truly per capita, I think comedians are the worst of humanity.
So
Like there's a couple of them out there that are great, but by and large, these people are out here misbehaving,
bombing in public.
bombing. Nah, it's dog shit, man. It's so bad. What?
Once again, I didn't listen to it, so don't even like try to talk to me about it. It's this conversation's over.
You try to go, and he's going, hey. I thought I made myself clear.
Shut the fuck up about the choking thing.
It sucks. By the way, do you have a tab open? Because my card's being weird.
They don't take EBT here, so I'm gonna get out of here. This place is dead.
Any user, yeah. Ryan gave me a free meatball sub when I came in. I'm gonna eat on that for a few days.
What's that? Flicks my nose, walks away.
This guy sucks.
Gonna open for him next time he's in town, probably. Oh God!
Oh, how old? Well, I mean, he's been doing it a decade, so he's got to be in his 30s.
Well, that's right. No, he's also like late 20s. So then it's like, well, what were you doing in 2016? You know, it's probably like a college thing or whatever. But
he did it once, and then he stopped for 2 years.
Well, he specifically said I switched to TikTok for a while.
Not even sure what that means.
No, I don't either.
I'm not even sure if I can make sense of that, Tom.
But I've been hogging. How was your week?
You've been I was like, you've been hogging around? I thought you were pulling your dick out.
After that guy, yeah.
Anyway.
I said, oh, that's hacky. How about this shit?
How about this? Look at that. What do you think about that piece
Trying
of meat?
I can't
Can't
quite
find
get it. It doesn't flop out.
You're like, no, look, really concentrate.
Get
If you
down.
cross your eyes, you can see it. The magic eye penis, that's fun.
Oh my God, that is.
Is that not fun?
That's fun.
Come on, that's a good time. Let's see. What the hell? What the hell else have I been doing? I mean, I'm still the king of threads. Everybody knows that.
Wait, that's so funny. I wrote down 2 comments this week. Look at this. Comments on YouTube. Can we get Tim to move from Threads to Blue Sky, please? So they want you to lib it up a little bit.
No, that's the beauty of threads.
And then, yeah, I think Threads kind of is Blue Sky vibes.
100%. That's the only tweets I have go viral is when I just screenshot something Trump does and I just insert a little comment. I'm like, look at this bullshit.
And then Threads
it's like
goes, yeah.
9,000 likes. How about that, Tim?
And then somebody goes, downloading Threads and following Tim right away.
Yeah, yes. This is what I need. This is how I'm gonna change my entire
You're Timmy
life.
Threads, dude.
I'm a big thread guy now.
Yeah.
And I'm taking all my tweets and then I'm hitting copy and then I'm pasting it on Threads.
Man, you really figured it out.
Look at that. I mean, I've got a lifetime worth of work over here on Twitter.
You've been active on Twitter for a while.
God, I just really enjoy it.
Do people follow on Threads?
No. No. It's a huge waste of time. But I mean, I had one.
You're
get
having
like,
fun.
I'm
You're
having a
getting
good
some
time.
validation, too.
I'm having a good time. I had one get like 150,000 views or whatever. I got 8 new followers, and if you do the math on that, folks, it's devastating.
It means not advancing my career.
Even a smidge. Oh,
Those 8,
God.
I bet, are a passionate 8.
Tom, what do you think about this little intro I heard the other day? This is another classic comedian not knowing what the hell to do out in the world. But I mean, I guess this was during a darn tootin' show, and the show is just hot and juicy.
Okay.
So I show up, and the guy goes, "Hey, look, if you got the goods are gonna be." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "The crowd's really good." I was like,
I forgot what that's saying.
I was like, just say that.
Hey, if you got the goods, you could probably
Got the goods,
have,
you could probably sell them to this market.
There's gonna be
You got something to sell because there's buyers.
no tariffs here. You should. When do you want the light?
Hey man, we're lowering the tariffs on this show. What? I'm sorry. What? So, I mean, the show, to his credit, was absolutely hot and juiced.
Okay.
And then he brings up, he's hitting the damn host button. He brings up a guy, he's a Houston comic in town. And he goes, yeah. So, I don't know this next comic. So if he sucks, we got another good one coming up right after that. What? Brother? Hey, brother? That's not how you bring up a person.
That's also like a visiting comic. That guy's going back to Houston going, man, New York is so mean.
They're really, really harsh to you.
They don't
there.
like us there.
But you know what? To this guy's credit, didn't address it.
Was this Mason?
No.
Oh, okay. He's the only Houston comic I know.
Oh, no. Really funny guy. I mean, he absolutely murdered.
Hell yeah.
I
it would be really tough if he didn't.
Man, because when he was going up, I've done a few shows, like he pops into New York a fair amount.
All right.
And I've done a few shows with him, and he's really funny, and I was just like, please don't bomb.
Yeah.
Like, because you're my buddy, don't bomb.
Yeah. Well, you're also like, I'm sorry that he just set you up for failure.
It's the craziest
Please
way to bring somebody
prove him wrong. Yeah, that is like kind of zero behavior. I'm not giving him 0 of the week because I think we got a couple good submissions, but it is not a tough look. It's intent. It's bad intent.
I can toss an L at it.
Yeah, because it's it's like it's unwelcoming. Be welcoming.
It was unwelcoming, and to this comic's credit, he didn't say it. Because what's your first instinct on that one?
Oh, great! I'm
Thanks for that intro. Big eyes.
Yeah. That and then everyone is like, oh, he does suck.
Yeah. They're going like, oh, we didn't even really hear what he said.
So I heard the guy after him is gonna rip.
Yeah, we're already going to tune this guy out. He's doing a lot of choking stuff anyway. He's a total hack piece of shit. But he didn't address it, and he absolutely murdered it, and it was like, ooh,
That's huge.
Thank God in heaven
big.
for that one. You
How
know
did
what
he
I mean?
bring you up then?
Just normally.
You've seen this guy on Threads?
You see, and everybody's going, you hear the,
shit, that's
well, you
Timmy
heard
Threads.
the murmur in the crowd.
People are
Being,
starting to chat.
Tim Smith. I think it's still.
Dude, he hates Trump on Threads.
Dude, he posts the most snarky shit ever on Threads. Yeah. I'm going to pull up my thing. Go ahead and follow him on Threads.
All right, oh, you don't have it downloaded? Download it real quick.
You don't even know what it is? Oh, yeah, it's like Instagram's version of Twitter that nobody's on. He's really cooking on
It's
there.
way nicer, though. Did Blue Sky take off at all?
I don't even know what Blue Sky is.
It was supposed to be like a liberal Twitter, I think.
You know, and this is what I think Marcus Zuckerberg did, because X is so like Nazi coded now.
It is brutal.
And I think Zuckerberg was like, "Hey, let's just tweak our algorithm to like support people being like Trump stinks."
Yeah, except for Zuck is kind of a Trump guy.
Well, I mean, I think when you're worth like $189 billion, you naturally become a bit of a conserve.
Yeah, you go. You're gonna cut how much of my taxes that I already don't pay?
You're gonna do what now? I'm seeing all of these goddamn articles where it's like, Mark Zuckerberg bought a new $250 million yacht. I'm like, people are dying in the streets.
Oh yeah.
Maybe let this guy buy his yacht like in private so people don't get their feelings hurt.
Oh, that's your take on it. That's funny.
Well, they're gonna do it anyway.
Oh, like he's gonna do it. Let's stop you're making me feel bad.
Yeah, I look at him like,
What the hell?
I was really sweating this $9 sandwich.
Yeah, let me think that maybe Zuckerberg is like having a bad day.
He's also struggling. Maybe
Yeah.
his investment portfolio isn't doing what he thought it might. Maybe that. How about, where's the article about that? God.
Can I take us to a big old zero submission?
Toss it at me. Zero.
Welcome back to the oh, wait, that's good. Ready?
Zero.
Of the week.
Workshopping it.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna make a song this weekend. I'm also gonna record "Gene Sleeping in Memphis."
One of the best songs of all time.
I'm here for a weekend this week, and I'm
Dang.
so excited. Okay, this is from Kate, and she drops a lot of names in here with some pretty damning stuff, and I hope you're okay with us reading the names.
I mean, if she said them, we can say them.
But welcome back to Zero of the Week, where we find the worst people out there and encourage them to be better.
Yep.
By humiliating them. Hi, Tim and Tom. I know you're not even roommates, but I figure you have a general familiarity with the concept and can weigh in on the situation.
I can wrap my mind around it.
Yeah, I kind of understand. I've never financially had to have roommates.
I've done it for fun.
Yeah, but it's like where we all are paying like a couple, 20 G's.
Well,
for rent.
it's like when people go like glamping.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I do with the roommates.
Yeah, we have that one 5-bedroom apartment that we all just keep just to experience.
And then I'll go sleep over there one night, and then I get up and be like, boy, such and such was a real pill this morning about the dishes.
Yeah.
And people are like, he's a normal guy.
Yeah, whoa, look, he has roommates.
You know, I'm like, I
You
know,
know,
it sucks, dude.
Anyways, it's kind of long and involved is what she said. So you're going to need to pay attention. Don't tell us what to do,
Okay,
Kate.
don't ever speak to me that way
fucking,
again.
what is this energy? My boyfriend John lives with 3 people, Ethan, Brad, and Kylie. Ethan and Brad are John's friends from college. This will be important later. And Kylie is a girl that they went to college with, but were not friends with. They all moved to LA at the same time, decided to live together. To sum up the last year, Kylie's been a nightmare. She's been a bad roommate, loud and considerate, talks to herself in a weird, creepy way. Okay, that's not
Okay.
like a classic bad
Yeah,
roommate.
that's very bizarre. That's
It sounds
mental
like a
health.
Tim
issues.
Robinson
Yeah.
character, but
You guys want some fish?
oh
guys are-
my god.
Yeah, made some fish. Deep cut, folks.
And pretty annoying all the time. Brad, of all the 3 guys, can't stand living with her the most. So in March, he approaches the other 2, and he says we should kick her out for the next cycle. At the same time, they've got another college friend moving to L.A. that could take the spot. So the plan forms, led by Brad. The 3 boys are going to kick Kylie out of the apartment, explain that Max is moving there, and they'd rather live with him in their 4-bedroom apartment. We have seen this happen before.
I know, this is a
A
tale
true
as old as
fact,
time.
and it gets them out of it. Like, they have a good excuse to kick her out. When it comes time to have the conversation with Kylie, Brad completely shuts down, doesn't say a word, makes the other 2 do everything, even though it was Brad's plan. A very uncomfortable evening. Kylie's very upset. Tensions are running high. Cut to 3 weeks later. Brad sends a text in the group chat with the four of them saying he's moving out to live alone at the end of the lease. Kylie immediately texts the other two now, does that mean I can stay? And without the heart or balls to tell Kylie she's the problem, the other two have to let her stay.
It's true.
So the new living arrangement is John, Ethan, Kylie, and Max. Another year of Kylie stomping around and being weird/creepy. In my opinion, Brad is a stone cold zero for multiple reasons. 1, calling for a confrontation convo and then completely backing out. 2, texting his so-called friends that he wants out of the lease versus talking to them in person. 3, texting all 3 of them, including Kylie, who he hated the most and knows sucks, that he was leaving instead of just John and Ethan, who he knew when he knew the entire premise of her being kicked out was wanting to add Max and there not being enough rooms, essentially. But he thought up that plan.
Now, this is long and involved.
I do just think it's kind of a stone cold yes, though.
Well, I think there are multiple aspects to this thing.
Yeah.
Now, I think getting stage fright when it came time for the confrontation, none of us know how we would react if we had to storm the beaches at Normandy. Everybody likes to think they would be running guns a-blazing, saving everybody's lives, but no. Some people get stage fright. Some people freak out. Maybe he freaked out a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to toss a 0 at him for that one.
Okay.
It's always easier said than done, and maybe he freaked out a little bit.
Yeah.
So no 0 there. Loser, maybe. Wimp, sure. But no 0. The thing that's really grinded my little fat gears, it's the text to everyone knowing the plan.
That's that's really unforgivable.
That one, what are you even doing? This is such an easy thing to avoid.
You're just, at that point you're saying, you're really just like, you have your bags packed, you're on the front porch, you go, oh, I forgot to do this. You open a grenade, pull the pin.
I was just about to say
toss
grenade.
it back in there, and then say, peace, guys, love you all.
Oh, shit, I forgot to detonate this.
You're losing kind of all those friends forever.
100%. I don't even know what the thought process is there.
Like, why even include the one that you just kicked out?
That you wanted to kick out. There's no way that maybe he didn't know she was on the text thread.
No.
But, why then?
Like,
I don't
laziness?
understand.
Maybe he's thinking, maybe she could buy, a nightstand from him on the way out.
Yeah, he's like, I got a couple of blankets I'm trying to move.
Yeah.
This is 0 because it's the you know what it is? It's the negligence that's crossing into 0 territory.
Yeah.
Him wimping out, I'm not going to toss 0 at.
No, it's a tough look.
It's a tough.
Wimping out is a real
because he was sitting there
silent is tough.
Well, they kind of kept glancing over, and he was just kind of sitting there with his head down.
And they're like, Brad, what the fuck?
Fucking say something, Brad.
You were we thought you rehearsed this.
This was your big idea.
And he's sitting there going, I know.
Can you believe these guys?
Yeah, he's texting Kylie under the table going, they're such jerks.
Misogynist.
I am
hate
so
this
sorry.
Shit. Women just can't buy a bucket these days.
I have seen, also, we've seen, we saw this
Something
happen
very similar
to our friends one time in a city that we won't mention, to people whom we won't mention.
Mm-mm.
But there also is no reason, if you're kicking someone out of an apartment, you don't have to name their replacement because now you've given them an enemy.
For no reason.
And now the new guy has a target on his back for no reason.
And from the sounds of Kylie, he might have a target on his forehead as well from about 200 meters out.
She's going to be muttering to herself, well, it was because I talked to myself in the kitchen. Sorry, Max. Bye. I get the master now.
I'm trying to figure out why. Why did you include her on the text?
I think some people just want to watch the world burn.
Damn, that's true.
Yeah.
All the rubies they burned the whole forest down.
Just throwing them in the river.
He didn't even want them.
No.
He just wanted to cause a little mayhem. You can't reason with these people.
Subbed.
So, what's his name? Dan?
Brad gets the 0.
Hey, Brad. Yeah, you lost, 4 friends right there?
Yeah, hope that was worth it.
Hope that was worth it. Moving out. You lost 4.
And he's living by himself now.
Yeah, well,
You
get used to
deserve it.
being alone, brother, because no one's going to come to your aid. This is going to stink for you.
Stone cold 0. Okay, we got to wrap this, but we got a couple quick 0 noms that I'd just like to throw out there. God, my dad sent me one, but there's one from Seamus. Hero of the week. Oh yeah, we'll end on
Okay,
some
nice change of
positivity,
pace.
maybe.
I love this.
Hero of the week. Got home to St. Paul today and went to mass.
Brutal. That's so Seamus, by the way.
The priest ended mass with Timberwolves in 6. You may go in peace. That rips.
Oh wait, they won in 5
That's
though.
a hero. No, for this next.
Oh,
series.
okay. I was like, that's a toughie.
I like the priest calling it and not saying like Wolves in 4. Like he's like being realistic about it.
Is it? Well, I mean, we're gonna take a loss on the road.
You know, the refs are gonna give OKC a decent amount of calls.
Well, the NBA wants a series.
Yeah.
Of course, he's no fool.
And he still said go in peace, which is fun.
That is fun.
That's kind of a fun. I
like
don't know
it-
if I'm throwing a hero.
I always did like it when the priest let you know, like, hey, I'm a human too.
Yeah, man, it's the easiest room to get a laugh in. All they do is like, and then of course I stopped by the drive-thru at McDonald's, and everyone's like, what?
Yeah, so 3 days later, I got my McFlurry. They do have a long line. Incredible stuff, Father Obermeyer.
And my dad has a 0 from mass. Also, my dad went to mass with his mom on.
Was it a guy wearing
Mother's
all
Day.
orange?
And no, that was my father. The deacon, which it was a deacon saying the homily on Mother's Day, which is like you're getting the B squad.
I don't know why that's relevant,
Deacon is not a priest.
but it's probably still good.
Yeah, but he's like not the top dog.
But he's got some chops.
But like if you go to see the Lakers play, you want LeBron to play.
Well, sure. You're going with the features doing 30?
Features headlining.
Where's the headliner?
He's like he's working on a choking bit in the back.
I got tickets to see Nikki Glazer. I'm getting Guy Fieri.
Getting Guy? But did a long homily about his own life on Mother's Day about how he wasn't praying correctly when his first business failed. And then, my dad told me this story.
Wait, what?
His big homily was about how he owned a small business.
And ran it into the ground?
And it ran into the ground, and then he realized he wasn't praying correctly.
Man,
and then he learned his
some
lesson to pray better.
Amazing cognitive dissonance right there.
And then at the last second, he goes, and moms can do that too. Because this is on Mother's
Run a
Day.
business into the ground?
No, like learn to pray better.
This is when you really need the priest around.
Yeah. Deacon is
Priest in the
bombing.
back going,
What is he doing? He's riffing. This is not the set that we saw when he sent us a tape.
And he's like, yeah, so anyways, I am going to start getting my sporting goods store back up off the ground if anybody wants to come by and support.
Holy Sports on 5th.
That is, I mean, I don't know how anybody in the congregation is not
My dad was
loudly.
like, he was like flabbergasted.
And that is what mothers can do as well.
Yeah. Pray better.
Do you clap at that? What
no,
do you do? No, you say
never
amen.
clap. Yeah.
It's an
He
amen.
says the word of the Lord, and you go, thanks,
We're
Thanks
confused.
be to God
Yeah.
or something. The word of the Lord.
Boo! This sucked. Go back to the choking stuff. Oh my God in heaven!
God.
Yeah, is that a 0?
No, it's a tough look.
It's
I
a
think.
toughie.
Yeah.
I think that's a certified.
That's not bad
tough.
intent, but it is kind of like really selfish.
It's confusing.
It's just a priest should never tell their own story. You're not supposed to like have a life. Like it's supposed to be like John Mulaney was talking about with the. He's like they always tell some vague, definitely made up story where they're like, a woman was with her son at the shopping mall. What shopping mall was it, Father?
That is so true. It's just all of the most broad things.
Yeah,
you can say.
and then it's just to get to like some sort of analogy for like and the meek shall inherit the earth.
Finding love in a
Also,
time
the
of
meek has
struggle.
not been inheriting the earth lately.
They simply will not.
I'm meek as hell.
I'm the meekest.
We're not inheriting shit.
I mean, we got Meek Mill over here, and I'm not getting shit. My life sucks.
I can't think of another meek.
The Meek Mill shall inherit the earth.
The meek mill.
Oh my God,
Um,
Tom, let's put a fucking bow on this thing. We gotta watch the Timberwolves.
Let's do it. Yeah, we got a meek off to get to. I can't think of anything with meek. Meek
okay,
off,
freak off.
off.
Not bad.
I don't know. The other, I didn't have anything.
I don't know.
else.
We had a couple of good 0 of the Meeks.
There we go. 0 the meek. A meek would never be a 0. But just to the meek, if I ever have something that you can inherit, you can have it.
It's all yours, man.
It's all yours. But yeah,
It's already in the will.
this comes out Thursday. I will be just upcoming shit. Let's see. Tampa in June, and Dallas in July, and maybe like a Charlotte in there somewhere.
Get
in
Charlotte
July.
in there. Go
And
see the
then London.
NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Yes, sure, I will. And then we got stuff on sale for like Austin and a couple other spots in the fall. PunchUpLive.com/Tommy Brennan.
PunchUpHisFace.com. You're gonna see me this weekend. Come on, that's fun.
I wish that open micer had punched up my choking bit.
Oh, you're such a hack piece of shit.
No, I really tuned out. I didn't hear any of it.
No, you're not listening to me.
Okay,
It
man.
was not good. Come on out. I'm going to be at the DC Improv this weekend. I'm going to be in Boston at the end of the month. I'm going to be in Chicago at the beginning of June. We're going to be going to Boston in the middle of June. Come on out.
We love it.
Join the pod. Give us a 5-star review. Join the YouTube.
Comment
Leave a comment
on YouTube.
Send a 0. Tell your friend. Ooh,
Kiss your mom.
Got a couple of messages from the Sesh Show
Oh, let's go.
about the people love to see the damn roommates.
That was a fun time.
That was
we
fun.
promised it on the pod, and we delivered.
And we delivered.
That was a
Anywho,
very fun show.
we love you. Bye.
Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in law.